Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand.
At the time appointed he shall return and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former or as the latter. For the ships of Chittim shall come against him. Therefore he shall be grieved and return, and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do. He shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant.
The most relevant precedent for an American-Iranian conflict was the Millennium Challenge 2002 war game, which pitted the United States against Iran. It was the largest exercise of its kind, breaking up a total cost of roughly $250 million and involving some 13,500 participants with numerous live training sites. 2 days into the simulation, the Iranian team sent 90.
And forces shall be mustered by him, and they shall defile the sanctuary fortress. Then they shall take away the daily sacrifices, and place there the abomination of desolation.
US ships, including one aircraft carrier, to the bottom of the Persian Gulf. In real life, it would have resulted in the deaths of about 20,000 American troops. What happened was that the general leading the Iranian team adopted an asymmetric strategy and used old methods.
Another day dawns over the old city of Jerusalem. For countless millions throughout the ages, this has been the spiritual navel of the world. So much history has happened here within these ancient walls. Within this ancient city, once stood the first and second Jewish temples, making Jerusalem the focus of the spiritual longing of all Orthodox Jews. From the Dome of the Rock, Muslims believe that Muhammad ascended up to heaven on a celestial steed, which made Jerusalem forever sacred in the sight of Muslims. And since many of the events in the life of Jesus happened in Jerusalem, it is hallowed ground for Christians as the birthplace of Christianity.
Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first. And the man of sin is revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
In this field school, it's very unique. We will train priests and Kohanim, Levites, in order to participate in their work in the temple service in Jerusalem.
Now, I think this is a fascinating story. You live it and breathe it and participate in it day after day. So it's just, I mean, I'm not saying it's pedestrian or mundane, it certainly isn't, but to think for a moment, there's a vision to regather the priesthood, to build a school, to train, to prepare for sacrifices. That's incredible.
Now, you have to realize that the Jewish people have been out of touch for the last 2,000 years, not only separated from the land, but separated from their service.
He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666.
And a great aspect of the Jewish people's service, which is listed in the Bible, is the service which took place in the temple in Jerusalem. It was a main part of the Jewish people's lives, their cycle, their holidays, whenever it was. Everything centered around the temple in Jerusalem.
Then the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days.
And what we're doing over here is to get them renewed with this work, to prepare them. in order to teach them all the aspects of the temple service itself, what they have to do, where they have to go. And we are planning to raise a generation of priests and Levites that will be able, when the time comes, to work in the temple service in Jerusalem.
Mr. Kazan, what are the lines here all about, and what's up with the stones?
Well, this is actually where the groundbreaking was done. The first stage of the field school is to build the altar. That's the most important aspect of the field school.